So this video is in a little bit of backward order. In a little bit I'll show you how to take the fender off and fix this, but what I discovered is that right here in my Ram 1500, I've got a 2016 3 liter diesel. That is a common problem. This whole area is just covered in water. You can see a little bit around it now just because there's here, but I mean I had you know, half an inch of standing water. When I pulled back the carpet, this was completely soaked. I could just push on it and the water would just pull out. And so what I discovered is that it's related to the A-pillar. But documenting this for posterity or whatever reasons, pulled the fender off. Wasn't that bad, bucket of bolts. But you get in here and you can see, so the A-pillar and the welds that are talked about leaking here, the real issue is you have water coming in here, and the water gets in here into your A-pillar, which probably wouldn't be a big deal, even if the seam in here isn't great, but it is a big deal because the drain on the bottom is tiny. It's hard to see in there, but you can go all the way down here, and you see the port for this to drain out is just very small. So what happens is, if you get any pine needles or anything in here, the water backs up, and then it just sits there. And then because this seal is imperfect to begin with, it just starts slowly draining into your cab. Which is why if you test for this, you will notice there's a delay between the time when you get the car wet and the slow sleep in the cab, and it just continues to leak for days because it just sits there with the water full leaking through the seam. So the ultimate fix would probably just have been for the manufacturer to make this a wider gap so it wasn't so easy to get backed up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Flex Seal, and I'm going to clean off this seam, and I'm going to coat this seam all the way down. And then I've removed all of the obstructions from the pine needles, and then I will put it back together. And I think that's about the best that you can do. You know, pine needles really shouldn't get in there to begin with based off the way it's formed, but it clearly did, and it was totally full of them when I took it out. So we'll see what happens. So to test the fix here, I've got the garden hose running. You can see it's just dumping water down here. It's coming out the bottom. It's been going on for about 6-7 minutes. I just let it run, and you can see, take a look in the cab, everything's still bone dry. There's no moisture in here at all. So that looks like the fix, and you're experiencing the same. Good luck.